Other than Lord of the Rings and some Scorsese films, can a 3-hour runtime really be justified? The Hateful Eight is Quentin Tarantino's 8th studio film and essentially tells the story about 8 criminals being shacked up in a cabin during a blizzard. And the story kind of resembles the game of Clue. If you remember that board game, it's kind of like a murder mystery and it's still kind of fun to play. And when the story of this movie unravels itself, it's got some similarities to the game. So I was looking forward to this movie. First off, Quentin Tarantino has knocked his last couple films out of the park, especially with his last Western movie, which was Django Unchained. I mean, words cannot describe how much I love that movie, and I believe it ranked it at number one on my top 10 movies of 2013. So I was really looking forward to this movie, and I had high expectations, especially with this cast that was assembled. I mean, you had Samuel L. Jackson, Kurt Russell, Jennifer Jason Leigh, and the return of Tim Roth and Michael Madsen to a Tarantino film. So, yeah, I mean, there is lots to look forward to, and after seeing it, I gotta say the movie was good, just not great. I have some major problems with the film. First off, I don't think the movie deserved its 3-hour runtime. The story could have easily been told in an hour and 40 minutes or 2-hour runtime, and the scenes were far too long and drawn out, especially in the first half. I mean, I get that the dialogue is snappy and Tarantino is a master of writing it. However, it really felt like the scenes bit off more than it could chew, and they could have been condensed a whole lot. Now, I may get some slack for putting this movie down, as it's very similar to Reservoir Dogs, which happens to be my favorite Tarantino film. But the difference between The Hateful Eight and Reservoir Dogs is that in Reservoir Dogs, there's a sense of urgency going on throughout the movie, while with Hateful Eight, it kind of deadlines through the first half. I'm still intrigued by the story, but I'm not fully invested in it until everything starts going down and it becomes its own movie. Now, I'm not the almighty critic of movies, or I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but after seeing some user reviews on IMDb, I gotta say you shouldn't really listen to the reviews that have given this movie a 1, 2, 9, or 10. First off, if someone's giving it that low of a rating, this movie is not that bad. It's not. There's so many good things in this film. To give a movie a 1, you're saying that the acting was complete garbage, there's no story, and everything just fell apart. That's not what this movie is. It's very good. However, it's not as good as some people are saying it is with the 9 or the 10. It's not that good. It has too many flaws for it to be a 10 or a 9. So where does this movie stand exactly? Well, the acting is great and everybody commits and knocks their role out of the park. Especially Jennifer Jason Leigh, who I just thought was so great in her role. And Quentin Tarantino rocks at directing. Everything moves well. And it flows together well, and you gotta commend him for some of the shit that he does. It's just so ballsy. And the score itself was just great. I fell in love with it, and I'm probably gonna listen to it after this review. So if I were to rate the different halves, I'd definitely go the first half gets a 6 out of 10. It's not horrible and it's not worth the fail. However, it's just not everything I wanted it to be. Well, the second half gets an 8 out of 10. It still has flaws, but it was a whole lot better, which means the overall rating for The Hateful Eight, it gets an 7 out of 10. Alright guys, this has been your favorite critic 26 with yet another review. I really thought this was going to be on my top 10 movies of 2015. However, I don't think that it's going to make it, which is kind of sad, but you know, whatever. There's still a handful of movies I need to see before I actually start forming that list, which I will talk about later when I actually film it, because I'll give you some backstory right now. I always wait until I get the first Blu-ray movie of 2016. Most of the time I see my movies by buying them on Blu-ray or VODing them, Netflix, whatever it is. I don't like I go to theaters still, I just don't see every movie that's in theaters just because it's a lot. So I wait to see them when they release digitally or buying them on Blu-ray, like I was saying. So I always wait till then. So my list comes out later once I see everything that I want to and I can form a solid opinion on that year. Anyways, I'm totally dragging right now. If you enjoyed that review, please smack that like button as always, as well as share it to your friends and subscribe. So my next review will be of Jessica Jones or Sicario. I'm leaning more towards Sicario and then doing my Jessica Jones Season 1 review later in the week. So yeah, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye. Peace. Bye. Whatever it is. Bleh.